What is up, guys, and welcome to an episode of Cade Talks Tanks. It's the first episode, and in this one we will be covering the M48 Patton. Now this tank is one of my favorite tier 10 mediums, simply because it has a crap ton of gun depression, a reasonably strong turret, and it's also quite mobile. So it can basically do whatever it wants in a battle, and can be effective in almost any situation, which is what makes it extremely strong at its tier for a medium. Now right here, we're just taking the middle position on Naval Frontier to get some early spotting and see if we can catch any of their heavies crossing out in the open. Now, as we haven't seen anybody trying to cross yet, I'm going to wait and see if anybody pokes at that bush and see if maybe any of their slower heavies are still coming. Put a shot into the bush right as their Patton is crossing underneath. Unlucky there, but my teammate tags him in the track, so I am able to get a shot at him. Maybe a second one? No. So we have the grill there on the right. E100's crossing. We're going to put one into him. That hits him right on the armor on the side and bounces, sadly. That E5 over there is in a semi-strong position for his tank. It's going to be tough for me to dig him out there, especially if he plays it cautiously. So right now on the mini-map I'm looking and I see that there's two tanks spotted down at the C-cap area if this was a supremacy battle. E5 pops, I hit him in the track, and my buddy almost hits him, but he misses. So right now I'm just working this bridge. Oh, that was unlucky. The fact that as I was reversing I hit the rock, but he was also able to get me down in the track area. So we're mostly just going to play this position for a couple more seconds and see if I can get any shots on that grill. Another unlucky shot into the rock as I'm reversing. We'll see if I can hit this E5 once I'm reloaded. That was a lucky shot. I'm really surprised that that didn't hit his upper plate and bounce right off. For some reason I get hit there, just lack of focus, and I let him get a shot in behind me. But now we're helping this VK over here with this K91. So now that tank right there, the K91, has very angled plates right above his track, as you could see there for a second. If you try and track him, you will not pen. You might track him, but you will fail to do any damage, and it's mostly ineffective. So right now it's looking pretty good. We got a 7v5 with two of their TDs in that bush over to my right, the E5 and the E100 over on the A-cap side. And I don't think that we know where the Patton is currently. Trying to get a shot into that grill there, doesn't work out. There's the Patton, he's over with the E100, so we're going to push through. Try and kill these two TDs over here. Sadly, that waffle tractor is going to fall to the VK real quick, but we're hopefully going to be able to get up here and get a shot into the grill before he jumps off the cliff. And load HE, and get a nice big roll into him before he's able to bail out, while he gets derped by someone over there. C5 over here might cause me a little bit of issues, but right now he's continuing forward, so we're going to be able to get a couple of shots into this Patton. He doesn't seem to be paying any attention to us, so we pull out and finish him off. That E100 is too far away for me to be able to deal with right now, so I'm just going to turn and focus on this E5. And I'm waiting, there's a low plate, and we're in. So far we've got 4k damage, and have had a reasonably solid game up to this point. 3 kills, and now it's just clean up on that E100. Now, I might get a shot in here, we will have to see. Oh my god, how did that go in? That was an insane shot that I wish I could count up to skill, but that was all luck. Alright. On to the next battle after this screen. So now we are on Dead Rail, Now, mind you, this is immediately after that other game that I just played. So, let's see. Will I die immediately, or will I go on to carry with a 5k damage win? As you can see, I'm going to head up to the seaside and maybe try and get a cat, because they do not have any mediums and only have heavies and TDs. So most likely the majority of them are going to be going to the A cap. Maybe a TD will stay at spawn, but we will have to see. So first step I'm going to take here is to go up onto this hill so that I can spot anybody trying to crest this ridge in front of me, or over there, which I spot the VK pushing across. So he's a tier 9, so I can expect to probably be able to take him on my own, but I also have a TD behind me if I need to. That would have been very unlucky if I got hit with that. Either someone on their team is extremely good and knows that since the VK got spotted, because his indicator went off, he knew that I was there, or he was just guessing. Now, this VK is just going to crest over this ridge, and right here I'm going to pull forward to try and bait him over as far as possible, so that my TD behind him can smack him. We've put 2 shots into him, the TD is going to hit him for another 600, and we are going to continue. Unlucky tracking shot. Now, I'm just going to try and use my teammate as cover from any TDs that might try and fire from over in their spawn, which right here, that guy's about to get slammed by about 2 TDs for all of his HP. Now, I'm going to be able to get a shot into his cupola right there. That was nice. Going to be capping C at the same time. So I'm going to wait for the cap to go off, and then I will push down on that guy. Going to go around on the right side as to not get hit by TDs, because I'm not going to expose myself. See if I can get a shot on the 57 as my 268 kills the VK. That was I don't know why I took that shot. Really, there's obviously somebody in front of that object that I hit. That's why the shell did not connect with him. So I know that there's at least 2 TDs in that area. There's the grill that I hit earlier because he's at half HP. I'm gonna shoot him because he's the softer target, and also the 704 was moving and he's extremely bouncy and I just didn't want to risk it. That shot was a little bit unlucky, but I'm going to continue pushing because that E4 is very tough to pen from this distance for me. I might be able to get one in. We will see. He goes invisible right as I fire. So we'll see later if I hit him or not. A little bit of clumsy driving from me, but it's okay. We're doing damage. We're doing our job. Gonna pull up here, see if I have shots on the object. I don't. Might have shots on the T57 Heavy if he pulls back a little bit. It seems that he's set on just staying right there, so I'm gonna try and pull a shot out. Doesn't hit, obviously. So I'm going forward. Gonna try and get some shots on this object, and maybe eventually on the 57, and oh shit, that guy comes around the corner, and I angle and I wiggle and I try and get him into my track, and it works. He only does 350 damage to me. And at that point, you just go into panic mode, because that's the worst thing that you want to see ever in your mediums. But here we got a little bit more tactics, trying to use this rock as cover from the object so that he can't also hit me, as well as the FB. That shot was very bad by him. I don't know how that did not pen. And that's game. Right there. Little bit of a chaotic situation there at the end, but I handled it well and only lost 300 HP. And on to the next one on Vineyards. So this map, normally I like to take the center position at the encounter cap, because you can do 2 things at once. One, it gives your team extreme map control, if you can stay alive, as well as putting cap pressure on the enemy team. In this game, I will attempt to do both of those 2 things. It also gives you a nice spotting range of pretty much all the way across the entire map. And if you don't spot them, you know that they're up in the city over to my right. Well, ruins. Spot the E50M. Not going to be able to get a shot on him even though I was looking for it. Hopefully he doesn't come underneath the bridge under, otherwise I'm going to have to deal with him. And we're already capping. Object 268, put a shot into him. He gets a very lucky shot back into me as I'm reversing. Gonna try and hit the grill. Hit him. Spotted about 6 of the enemies so far, getting that golden spotting ribbon. Oh, and there's the last one. I spotted all 7 enemies on the entire enemy team from this position. So right now, just gonna farm, hit the E50M, because the Batshot's going to be easier to farm later in game. And it didn't really look like he was moving. So I'm just going to be able to put shot after shot into him as he sits there. He's trying to get back into cover, making sure to aim around his upper plate so that I don't get an auto bounce angle. And I pen him again. Looking for the grill, not going to happen. Could have hit the Batshot there, but I was too focused on the grill. So cap is almost halfway done. And so these guys are gonna be starting to feel the pressure here. They're gonna need to start pushing me soon, otherwise we might win by cap, which is never my intention. I always try and pull the game out for as long as possible so that I can get as much damage as possible. But them thinking that I might cap makes them panic and push, just like this E50M is doing right here. And he's going to come around this house and get wrecked by my entire team. And he's dead after I reload right here. Bam. This grill decides to rush me, and please, I apologize for this, but it's really bad. Yeah, just pause the video and skip like 15 seconds right here, and then keep on watching. Okay? Good. Cool. Okay. So, grill doesn't get any damage on me, luckily. And that's the game right there. 6v2. Just farming. That guy's dead. And we have the E50M over here on a one-shot, which will be no challenge for the rest of my team. Gonna hope that he reverses here, maybe get a shot on him. Looks like he is. Blind fire. 3 people on my team also blind fire. So it's looking like he's probably going to get killed by this object. I should have just stayed there and waited to maybe reload again. But he's finished off anyways before I could even reload. And that was an average game. Absolutely nothing special, but I think that the tactics of capping the base were important to see. Now, this map I do not like, as you can see there. I was not a fan of the whole Mad Games mode. I know that a lot of people were, but it quite simply just wasn't for me. There was too much RNG, and the fact that an IS-5 could go invisible and then appear behind you 30 seconds later just really turned me off for that mode. In this map, it's very similar to the mode in style, I'd have to say. For example, the heavy route, the hills are too big, not a single heavy can depress its gun over the mounds, or the ridges. So you have to expose your entire tank, effectively destroying the skill gap on this map. Now, that doesn't mean that I can't have good games on this map, and yeah. Only issue is, I've probably played less than 10 matches on this map in total, including in Mad Games. So, I'm a little bit worried that I'm going to pull out and be face-to-face with the entire enemy team around a corner, which would not be very good. So I'm going to play this pretty cautious up until the very end. And I'm just not going to push these guys because I don't know if I could get shot from somewhere else. That was unlucky. Hit the dirt in front of him. Really should not have dipped that low. But This game is looking pretty good. We got 7v6 already, and we have them mostly trapped in a single corner of the map. I'm looking for shots here on this VK. We're going to be able to get him. That goes in, even though he angled actually pretty well to me without even meaning to. Gonna push up this ridge, try and get some shots into the descent. I didn't even know that there was another wall between me and him. Just goes to show my lack of map knowledge on this map. But they're all around this corner, so I'm pretty much safe here, supported by the rest of my entire team. And just gonna chill. Look behind me, see the FV coming around, gonna pull back, get a shot into him, then try and pull forward. Never mind, he's dead. Now I'm going to be putting shots in the scent. He fires, it's a 200 alpha gun, so he's running the stock scent 7-1, which is good. Not going to be able to hesh me, so I can take my time with this one. For some reason, he just decides not even to look at me after putting a shot in. And he's dead. So now we're going to push around this corner, and... uh-oh, look, it's a grill. I wonder if he derps out again and misses every single one of his shots. I wonder. Whoa. 200. Yes. And on the reload. And misses the shot. Because I'm trying to aim for the turret with HE. And I'm horrible. Hits the gun. 2 damage. Ah. I load APCR because I'm like, screw this. I'm not firing HE anymore. But then I switch back. What is he doing? And that's game. And you can see me just... I threw down my iPad in disgust. Because I knew that I screwed up. I lost about 1,000 damage that I could have had right there. 3 shots. But, because I tried so hard on the HE, and did not want to switch and was too stubborn, I lost it all. Big sad. Alright, on to the next one. I love this map. Just the ability for you to be able to have gun depression while also having a city that is actually reasonably effective if you want to win a match, especially in tournaments. But being in the pattern, we are going to take the gun depression side. So we're going to go left. And I believe I played this match more aggressively. Yes. I went up to the spotting position and decided, they have 2 mediums. I'm just going to go aggressive here. So I'm looking. Nobody spotted yet. So maybe they went city? I don't know. I'm going to blind fire the bush just in case, see if I can hit a TD. We'll find out later. There was a 263 there. Maybe I hit him on the upper plate and bounced off. But we're able to get a shot in there. At this point, it's looking like majority of their team decided to push through town, while we are going to flank around, kill this object, and hopefully trap them in town, which tends to work pretty well in random battles. Right now, I'm waiting on that bat chat to go up and spot that object so that maybe I can push up and get shots on him. There's a 704. That shot goes over him. That shot hits. The bat chat still hasn't spotted that other OBJ. That was a Hail Mary of a shot. Probably was never going to pen, but I took it anyways. Now, we see that there's a VK supporting that 263. So the bat chat is not going to be able to clear him by himself. I'm going to pull up here, see if I can get a shot into the upper compartment of the object. Not going to happen, sadly. Now I'm going to look, see if I can hit this IS-8 over here, because there's a lane right there. He's crossing, and he's shot. OBJ pushed over, panicked a little bit, reversed into a rock. That's a little bit embarrassing. Still trying to figure out where I am. Gonna pull back, get gun depression, get hold down, and put more shots in. This guy's almost dead, but he's also being supported by that VK, so pushing him is a little bit risky, especially since the bat chat just quite simply pulled out. See if I can hit that. I do. He also pens me back. VK's flanking over to the right, so if I need to, I can push this guy, but I think I'm just going to load heat and go straight through his melee. So now, I notice that there's about 4 enemies over there, brawling with some of my tanks. I'm gonna stop here, see if I can get a shot in. No. Look back at the VK. Get 1 shot in. Pull back because I'm gonna try and get more, but he's driving too far forward. Gonna see if I can get shots on these guys. Bat chat. Decide to switch for the i7 for some reason, and back to the bat chat. Hit the bat chat, he pulls out. Not gonna be able to hit him anymore. And now it's time to start pushing. 3-6, another win. Just cleanup time, see how much damage I can do. This VK turns to me, but he's never gonna catch me. I don't fire. Kill the Leo. Keep on pushing. Gonna try and see if I can hit the bat chat before he dies. Looks like I might be able to if I can get around this corner. And that will be the video, guys. I thank you all for watching and tuning in. And if you made it this far, drop a like and a sub. Thanks, guys. See ya.